What's going on, everybody? I'm just doing a kind of like a recap on the Goku versus Superman because I don't think I clarified enough on some of it. That's why I said it depends on the version that of Superman that it had because there are so many different versions. Some of them are stronger, way stronger than DCAU Superman. And now, just to specify, I'm gonna use the Superman that we grew up with, not the one in the '60s, not the one that destroyed the galaxy by sneezing, not the ones that had these crazy feats um, before the one, because there are some before the DCAU Superman that one was a lot stronger. Because if you read the comics, there are some that have some crazy feats, but they also have some weaker versions of Superman. But for the sake of it, we'll just use DCAU Superman when he started from the Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited. We'll use that Superman just for the sake of this. But I already said that News 52 loses easily. He gets one shot by Goku. Anything beyond Namek Saga, New 52 gets one shot. Um, so would use DCAU. DCAU Superman, he was one of the weakest I've seen when it came to fighting. Um, because a lot he got uh, pushed back by lasers, basic attacks. Uh, he got knocked unconscious by freaking regular laser fire from ships and stuff when he was the Aquaman episode, how easily he got defeated. He was always getting beaten and weakened by just basic attacks, by basic stuff. I've seen him losing to basic to just regular people that other versions of Superman could have decimated. This was, like I said, this was one of the weakest. Even they complained to the people that wrote Justice League. They actually complained to the writers saying that why this Superman so weak. What's going on with him? But what they were saying is what they said is that though the people that Superman went up against were so strong, they were able to push him back. But I've seen him fight, and I even seen Superman fight Captain Atom, people like that. Even though when he fought the likes of Shazam and Justice League Unlimited, seen a few of his fights. I was not impressed really. I liked the fight between him and Shazam, but a lot of his fighting, nothing I've seen. I hadn't seen anything that he's done that would make him stand up to Goku, especially MUI Goku. That's why I'm clarifying this time. There's some. If you use, I used what I saw in movies like what was that movie? Public Enemy, and it was the movie that came after that, where he fought Darkseid, where that's the one where he survived the supernova. But that's a his durability, his speed, his strength was on another level from the MCAU. His fighting was a lot better from the MCAU. Um, so I can't. We're not using him because that's on a different level. Even Batman was on another level from the MCAU in the Public Enemy because they took on the whole Legion of Doom, all the supervillains, and the whole Justice League by themselves, and they sustained no damage. So that they are on a completely different level. They scale on another level. They have their own power scaling, but MCAU is what I'm talking about now because someone mentioned it in the comment section. Uh, they said I didn't see any. I didn't see any thing that DCAU Superman has done to prove, and I agree. He hasn't done anything to show that he can even come close to Goku. The DCAU Superman, he got beat up by Wonder Woman. Let's see. What else? He's had to have his life saved on different occasions. Uh, he just gotten beaten by people that were on a level that go. The people that he lost to, the people he got beat by, the things that hurt him, the things that incapacitated him, wouldn't have even come close to hurting Goku. So he was just dumbed down. This is a dumbed down version of Superman. The DCAU Superman was kind of dumbed down on a large level. The kind of, like I said, the kind of people he lost to, Goku wouldn't have lost to. Goku would have beat them in base form. Just like the whole Aquaman episode, if you swap Superman out with Goku, even the whole Justice League series, if you swap Superman out with Goku, those fights would have went a lot different. So because he's just his fighting skills is pitiful. Uh, just like with the dark side in the DCAU, he would lose to Goku, especially MUI Goku. He wouldn't really stand a chance. Especially with MUI, because Goku's body in that form is hard as a rock. I mean, he wouldn't stand any chance. All they did was just fist slug, and they weren't really fighting. So Dark Side, he was just really strong and had a lot of power, but he wasn't. He wasn't. Goku's has the strength, the power, um, so he can. And he knows with MUI he'd have to finish the fight quickly, and with Dark Side he probably would. No, he wouldn't kill Dark Side because he gave Moro a freaking sensu bean, but he probably tried to give him a chance or whatever. And Dark Side ain't having that. But because Goku has a history of learning the same lessons over and over again, but he's still outmatched Dark Side when it comes to the animated series. From what I'm seeing in the animated series, they're way too slow for Goku. Superman fights way too slow for Goku. Superman would be moving in slow motion. Uh, the DCAU Superman, he'd be moving in slow motion because the way I'm just seeing how he fights. I'm just seeing from what I've seen with him fighting, he's one of the weakest that I've seen. Because regular things, devices, and regular people was a threat to him. Like missiles from airplanes or jets or fighter jets and stuff was able to hurt him and cause him harm. So that's why I'm saying that. Now, Superman from certain movies, uh, even the death of Superman, it were completely different. Now, I was about to say they were completely different, but this Superman DCAU loses badly. I'm just confirming that, just clarifying for people that may say, "Oh, wow, how could Goku lose to Superman?" If you read some of the older comics, you'll see what I'm talking about. But the new stuff, he has no chance. Um, in the new continuities, the new things, the stuff that's going on, especially things that are going on now, he loses even badlier. So, yeah, the the Goku in Dragon Ball Super, yeah, he mollywop DCAU. Goku from the Buu Saga with mollywop. Um, Cause Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, you see in those fights, if you watch Super Saiyan 2 versus Kid Buu, DCAU Superman doesn't even come close to that type of fighting because you can't, like I said, you can't see him move. He has fighting technique skills, after image. He has all kind of different. There's no way he could even lay a hand on Goku. He's way too slow. Way too slow. Way too slow. So because you see Superman fight Mongrel, you see Superman fight any of his fights in the Justice League, and then you watch any of the DBZ fights. Yeah, you no, I can't. You can't always scale fights up to it because Batman's fights are way better than Superman's fights, but that don't mean Batman could beat Superman. But I look at the strength level too. Like I said in the previous video, him fighting. This is before he even learned how to train with the Super Saiyan God form. He was causing ripples, and Beerus had to stop one of his punches. He had to nullify one of his attacks to keep the universe from shattering because the universe was falling apart. and Beerus had to nullify one of his attacks to keep the universe from intact. So so he was trained. He was fighting, sparring with Goku, and he was having to suppress Goku's attacks and do other things to keep the universe intact at the same time. And that wasn't even that's just Goku before he even started training with Beerus and Whis and all of that. So even that fight with Goku not even knowing how to use his powers, that version of Goku would mollywop DCAU and especially New 52. Anything that's going on now, Goku stomps. It's just the way it is. Even the new Superman, uh, it was a movie. I guess it's a movie when they've redone the series again after the New 52. I've seen that Superman fight. He loses to Goku also. I'm just talking about the older Supermans. It depends on the version and all that. It because I'm referring to the older versions of Superman where he was just OP, completely OP. But the newer ones, no, they're weaker. They're a lot weaker. Cause someone else mentioned, he's always getting made stronger and stronger. No, he's getting weaker. The newer he is, the weaker he is. Um, that's why I say DCAU. Superman sucked big time. I mean, I'm not a Superman fan. That's why, even so, some people think I'm a comic book fan because I sided with Superman. I sided with the older versions of Superman. Uh, as far as this one, no, 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 no chance whatsoever against Goku. Against Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, any of that, he gets beat. Teen Gohan, Perfect Cell, he loses a Perfect Cell. I'm just saying. The DC, even the Justice League, they would stand no chance against a threat like Cell, someone like Cell, someone. I would even give Frieza a win over. I don't even think animated Superman could stand up to Frieza because Frieza has some tricks and hacks too up his sleeve, but I definitely don't think they can stand up to a threat like Perfect Cell, let alone Super Perfect Cell. I don't think they can hold up to Cell because especially Perfect Cell was he threatened to destroy the entire solar system, and he probably could have done it. So and that's what he stated that, and that's when they made that a statement to show you how powerful he was. He was actually solar system. He could destroy a whole solar system with an attack. That Kamehameha wave, he could have wiped out the entire solar system with one Kamehameha wave. And I highly doubt this DCAU Superman could stand up to that. That's why I say we're just referring to him. Just the Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, we're just referring to that one. He loses. Doesn't stand a chance. Any the animated Superman I've seen, I don't see him win. I don't see him beating uh, MUI Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Kaioken. Uh, I don't see it happening. So, so just clarifying, because that's the version I grew up with. That's the only version I've seen on television. Um, but like I said, I'm separating him from the Public Enemy movies because really, in actuality, that's a completely different universe, and I believe certain writers have confirmed that they're not the same. But when he Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, and Public Enemy, I think that's the right name for that movie. No, those two were sequels. The one where he fought Darkseid, those were one of them was a sequel. That's in the same universe, but it's different from DCAU. So yeah, just clarifying that. So you heard it from me. DCAU loses badly to Goku. New 52, of course, we know he loses because he sucks. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Um, but I know that for a fact because I know what I saw. I know how this Superman fights, and I know how Goku fights. Yeah, and he there's no chance, absolutely none, zero whatsoever. But Tales Entertainment signing out.